The Film Box is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. And even if it were, it probably wouldn't be very funny anyways.
If anybody wants to find me, I'll be in the last place you would look. In a place where people used to be, a land that's called reality. You'll find me there. I won't be catching up on Reddit. I won't be watching any news. I'll let the planet spin without me, 'cause everything has been without me sometime. And everyone will be alright if I'm not live by satellite. It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Film Box Podcast, a movie podcast made for fans, for movie fans, by movie fans. We got there. It's our first new intro. We got there already. Made for movie fans, by movie fans, from tier lists and top fives to movie reviews and really bad hot takes. We've got anything and everything a movie fan could ever want. I'm your host, and the guy that doesn't like going to movie theaters, Aaron Souza.
I'm your Sharks and Ladders superfan, Connor.
And I'm your sci-fi and fantasy nerd that wants to live in a galaxy far, far away, Sam.
And if you can see it, if you can hear it, then you'll know for sure this is the best movie podcast in the world. How are we doing today?
Peachy.
Doing fantastic.
Just fantastic. Great new intro. I fucked it up already.
Yes, you did.
Right
It's
off
okay.
the bat. But it's all right. Because we're here today. We're doing a draft. It's our first time doing a draft today, which is awesome. I'm super excited. So today we're going to be doing a Best Picture winner of the 21st century draft. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we go there, we've got another new segment that I want to do. And this is brought to you by, hold on, let me pull it up right here. Is All the Right Movies, or at AT Right Movies on Twitter. This is their 30-day movie challenge. And so we're going to alter this a little bit and do a 30 podcast movie challenge where we're going to take from this list. In every episode, we're going to start off by talking about one of these days, and I'm doing the hand thing. I can see Connor imitating my hand thing on the on the screen here. But we're going to talk about one of the movies that fit the theme of that I guess day, or in this case podcast episode. And starting it off is with day one, where you start, is a movie that reminds you of your childhood.
Aaron didn't want to do the 30 days of podcast of it in a row, so we decided to just do the 30
No,
podcast.
I didn't want to do 30 straight days. That would have been an absolute nightmare.
Day 5, we're like, I don't like you guys anymore.
Just scrap it all. Shut it all down.
We're done. We actually hate movies.
Yeah, we only come out, they like thaw us from the carbonite to do this show every week. And even then, sometimes we just forget. All right, who wants to kick us off on the movie that reminds you of your childhood?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So, two contenders. First one was the strongest one for me. The Iron Giant. I think growing up, I had that on VHS and DVD just in case one of them wasn't working. But my go-to pick has to be the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie from 1995. Dude, I watched that shit
Oh my God.
all the time, to the point where like I remember going to like daycare and they asked like, "Oh, who wants to watch a movie?" And I was like, "We're watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers."
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. All right. Sam, do you have yours ready to go?
I do.
right,
I also
let's
have
hear it.
two. Maybe I have a runner-up. So when we were younger, my brother and I, we had this minivan, and we had this little console in the middle that had a little 6x6 movie screen on it with the old VHS thing.
Yep.
And every time
First
every time we used to go in the car, we used to watch the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, okay.
So it's the runner up.
Nice.
It was always good to root for the underdog.
Mhm.
But
Always good.
the main movie that reminds me of my childhood that I used to watch religiously is Narnia: The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Really, that's
Yeah.
a good pick.
Great one.
Oh,
I watched it not too long ago, and it still holds up. And
that's a
Yeah.
good. I was just thinking about that movie not too long ago. I was like, wow, I haven't seen that in a while,
yeah,
and then I didn't watch it. So it's
it's still great now. So
yeah.
Well, didn't they just like cancel the show? Like they had
don't know.
everything
Had a show?
filmed. Yeah, they were making a show. They had everything filmed.
Oh, that's Spiderwick Chronicles.
Spiderwick Chronicles. You know, that's another
Yeah.
one.
That's
so-
another one.
so there's 7 books, right?
Mhm.
And they only made movies of 3 of them, but they jumped around. It was so weird. So
That's weird.
they made the movie of the 2nd book, and then the 4th, and I think the 5th or 6th. So
Hey man,
I think there was
Hollywood.
Prince
I think there was
Caspian.
and
And-
Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah.
I almost said the last voyage of the Demeter. All right, my picks. I got 2 picks as well. We'll go with the theme here. So my first pick really kind of encompasses a whole genre and not just specifically this movie. But I chose Monsters Inc.
Okay.
But really, any of those early Pixar movies, Wall-E, Toy Story, all of those ones could have qualified here. We used to watch, my sister and I used to watch them like all the time. And it's funny that you mentioned the movie theater or the little car screen
Yep.
TV, because we had a portable one of those, a portable DVD player that we would take on us for trips.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
my
we had
number
those
one
too.
pick was something that whenever we went on like a vacation during the summer and we would go long distance drive, my parents, we would set it up. We had like straps that went around the seats so that it would hold up in the middle and we would watch movies. And we always were in agreement that my sister got to pick a movie and I got to pick a movie. And I told her, I don't give a shit what movie you bring. I'm bringing Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Knew it.
Yeah, and I was trying to think of like something. I was like, but literally every movie trip, I was like, or every like car ride, I was like, you know what? I don't care what one you bring. We're bringing this and we're watching it.
You know, funny you say that too, because I also had those portable ones, and it was Star Wars Episode 2 I would bring every time.
Yeah, every time.
I'm just
I
learning.
don't know
You
why.
guys had a very fun childhood. I didn't have that portable DVD player.
Oh, they were not that fancy.
No,
let me,
they're
let
not.
me put it.
Actually,
they were just
you know what?
Rinky dink like.
Now that I think about it,
1080p.
yeah, just like the size of our phone.
Mhm.
We did have one as a family, and I think it broke when we were watching Happy Feet, which was the first movie we even tried to watch on it. So at that
Nice.
point, I was like, "Well, we just wasted $20 on this."
Yeah, I thought we were so cool though that we had one of these things.
Having
And this was. I'm gonna send this to you guys because this is basically exactly what it was.
dude, having the one in the car, that's just way too cool.
Oh yeah, we had like this whole carrier and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we
That-
never had the ones that fold down from the
Like-
ceiling. Like we had the
we
portable
we weren't
ones.
that fancy. we had the ones that you had to like
Hold and look down at.
jankily put it together. But this is literally like the exact one that we had.
I think honestly, that may be the same exact one I had. Too.
Oh yeah, it's like
I remember
it's
the
this
remote. I
tiny
remember.
little
I
thing.
do remember the remote too. The little remote.
We didn't even have the remote. We just had
The real janky ass setup.
we had this little headphone splitter so we could put it in our ears so my parents would be like not wanting to blow their brains out listening to these 2 kids watch a stupid movie
Yeah.
for 6 hours.
You know, I had one of those, the portable, like the handheld one, and I remember, the only thing we had on it was Zoe 101. One episode though, so we kind of just passed it around because I got a couple siblings. We kind of just passed it around. It's like, okay, well, who wants to watch like episode 3 of the 2nd season?
Nice.
It's a terrible childhood.
One of my earlier memories from childhood was with that portable. I was going with my dad to pick up a car. Like he was going to look at a new car. It was, during that time when he got his BMW a while back. And I was distinctly remember I went with him, and we were like this place. I don't remember where it was, but it was a while away. And I brought the 2004 Patriots DVD, championship DVD, and watched that in the car. And I was like loving it.
I got
On that little portable DVD player.
I got the 04 Red Sox one just lying around here somewhere.
I've watched that one, Faith Rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I just watched that on YouTube the other day, actually.
That was how I saw it for the first time, and then I made my parents buy it.
But Sam, I don't know if you remember the old rodeo that we used to have, the green rodeo. But that thing had a cassette player, and we had a select few cassettes that we would have in the car. But my sister and I's favorite one was they had a Jeff Foxworthy stand-up special on cassette.
Jeez.
that we used to
How old
watch.
is that? Jeez.
But we only wanted to listen to the last 10 minutes when he did the redneck jokes.
You might be redneck if
on repeat.
the back of your
And
neck
I
is
don't
red.
know how my mom did not want to just drive right into a wall. Because, it was literally, we'd be like, all right, it's done, play it again.
You got a time stamped out,
Literally,
56:22.
we knew the chapters. Well, because the cassettes would be, by chapter, I think. You could be, just seek to the next, like how it would be like a song, except each song is a new chapter in the special.
It's a new joke.
Yeah, and so we would just seek to, chapter 11, and it would be... we just play that on repeat. Oh man.
Did that for the Night Before Christmas soundtrack with the mice. Fun times in the old minivan.
Oh, throwing it way back. All right. Well, I think it's time to get into this this draft. So the way this is gonna work, we're gonna choose. We each have 5 movies to pick. We've already determined the order ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. The duck race.
We did a duck race prior to this. So it's going to go Connor. Yeah, you can see it on the screen if you're watching on video, which I don't even know if this will come out on
Nope,
video. Or not.
probably not.
Well, maybe. But Connor is going to be going first, followed by me, and then by Sam. This was a fair race.
Uh-huh.
No juicing, no cheating involved. We each get 5 picks, and we can choose from every movie that won Best Picture in the 21st century. So from 2001, since the 2000 awards were technically for movies in 1999. So from 2001 up to 2022. Connor, why don't you kick us off with your first pick?
We don't have a drum roll or...
Drum roll,
But-
please.
First pick, I'm super easy. This is Parasite for
I
me.
knew it. I knew it was coming.
Well, this is also going to be a snake draft, by the way. So if you don't know what that means, I go first, Aaron second, Sam third. That's round 1. And then Sam goes first for round 2, then Aaron, then me. Just so it's fair. So first pick off the board, Parasite.
Cool. All right.
Aaron's on the clock.
I am on the clock, and I think oh man, there's so many to choose from, but I don't want to overextend myself here.
You got to play the draft board.
Yeah. Between 2, I think I'm gonna go. Oh, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna go The Departed.
Oh, okay. By the way, Parasite, that was 2019.
Yes, The
Departed.
Departed 2006.
Yep.
I think I like that pick.
It's a good, solid pick.
Solid movie.
It's Scorsese, DiCaprio,
Damon.
Matt Damon, Jack
Marky
Nicholson.
Mark.
I mean, literally everyone is in that movie. Alec Baldwin,
Mhm.
I haven't seen it in a long
Great
time.
cat
but
and
that's
mouse.
just-
Where,
yeah,
where
and-
both people are the cats and the mice.
literally, they're chasing each other.
Mhm.
The thing I think that sold it for me the most on that movie is the scene with Jack Nicholson and Leo at the diner talking about a rat.
Mhm.
Echoes of the Godfather scene, the cafe scene.
Solid pick. Have 102. Sam, you're up. Should we just pencil this one in?
Yeah, you should just
Yeah, I
pencil that
think-
one in. It's
Yeah,
my
I
number
almost
one.
took it. But,
Yeah, my number one pick's Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Yeah.
Enough said. I don't need to explain myself.
From the year 2003.
Yep.
Just gotta get that out there.
One of the greatest fantasy movies ever made.
And the greatest fantasy trilogy ever made.
Oh, by
Well, no, I'm kidding.
Just because you haven't,
Harry Potter has a little something to say about it.
You
You've
picked
not
the
seen
two
it
franchises I
yet.
haven't seen.
Oh,
No,
man, how
that-
have you
that's a
not
good
seen
pick.
Lord of the Rings, though.
You know what? Maybe it's just because my memory is gone, but maybe I'm just projecting. I could have sworn back when I had like an iPod Touch, I bought all 3 Lord of the Rings
Mhm.
on my iTunes account. And I just haven't been able to A, find the account, and B, like find the interest to watch them again.
Mm.
But like I'm 95% sure I had them to
Mhm.
be watched. And maybe I did watch one.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that could be.
not only the
s-
best picture, but one of the best soundtracks as well, too.
Oh,
Is
How
this the one
shambles-
that like almost swept like every award?
literally, like everything it was nominated for, it won.
Yeah, 3 movies and 17 Oscars or something like that. 19 Oscars.
Yeah, it's just absurd. Sam, is this the favorite one of the series for you?
Yes. Yes, this is my favorite one.
Interesting.
Even
Mine-
though I've seen The Two Towers the most, I like I don't know. I guess that's another one of my childhood movies. I always watched The Two Towers.
Of course.
Because when I was younger, obviously Return of the King, the scene where they catapult the beheaded people.
Yeah, that was a little creepy.
That was a little weird. Mouth of Sauron sounded weird.
Yeah. Oh, you were going like extended edition.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing we talk about on this podcast.
Extended edition.
The main reason I'm not gonna watch it.
Well,
You don't want to sit there for 4.5 hours.
12 to do the entire thing.
Did you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Yes.
It's 4 hours long. All right.
Yeah, but
you can do it.
that one took me like multiple watches to get
Did you
through.
watch The Irishman?
Of course not.
Oh, well, all right.
What-
Missing out.
what were you
That's
saying there?
Scorsese.
What were you saying, Aaron, about it?
My favorite one is the first one, is Fellowship.
Yeah, that's my second.
I for whatever reason, like I love the first movies in a trilogy, because you get that setup of like how life was before,
Mm-hmm.
and I just love that. Like New Hope is my favorite Star Wars. Fellowship. Those are the two that I can think of right now.
Well, in most trilogies, in most like sagas and stuff like that, the first one's usually the best one,
Mm-hmm.
and it just gets worse. But
All right. Well, you got another
yes,
pick right now.
I do.
Mhm.
I am going to go with 12 Years a Slave.
Damn it!
Great
Damn,
pick.
that was my. See, I wanted to do that first,
Great.
but
pick.
I was like, no one's gonna take that. Like, Sam's not gonna take that one.
You know how much of
There
a
it goes.
you know how much I like history. I love historical dramas
Yep.
and historical action movies. You know, like if Braveheart was in the 21st century, I'd pick Braveheart
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
Damn, that's a good pick.
It's a very
I
good
was
pick.
this close to taking that one. Oh man, that hurts. Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor just does an outstanding job in the main role, and
Brad Pitt.
Lupita
too.
Nyong'o is just insane. But man, that's a good pick.
Clock's
all right.
back on you.
So I'm looking at my starting lineup here.
You got one player. So
I've got
far.
one player. I've got The Departed. I've got like that kind of like bruiser down low.
You
if
got-
we're
you got
talking
Jokic.
basketball. I got my bruiser. I got the one that's gonna come in and kick ass. I need something that's gonna pair right along with that and just make a dynamic duo in the paint.
I'm scared of what you're gonna pick. I don't want you,
You
to
know,
pick
some-
mine.
I think he's
something
gonna,
something that like that really is gonna be like your Tim Duncan and David Robinson. And I'm gonna go with No Country for Old Men.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna pick that.
I wanted that one so bad.
Well,
Oh.
as soon as Sam took 12 years, that was the immediate one that I was building to.
God damn it, Sam. You ruined my
Um,
draft.
I almost picked that one first, actually. But yeah, so No Country, it'd be a great tandem duo with The Departed down low. I mean, just when you really think about it, like Javier Bardem as what's his face? I can't remember the guy's name right now. Anton
Anton Chigurh.
Anton Chigurh. Yes, that he is one of the greatest villains. Yep, villains.
Vaudevillian.
One of the greatest villains of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like by a lot.
Yeah, just it's a great movie. Just
Mm-hmm.
you don't expect half of it, I would say, but it plays into it.
Mhm.
And it's the Coen brothers. I mean,
Mhm.
they just make great movies, anyways.
If you can't tell, I'm trying to stall a bit.
You're trying to make your next pick. Well, you're on the clock for
Well-
2 straight.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I know my first pick.
Yeah, I figured. I'm pretty sure I know what's coming.
I'm taking Oh, that's not it. Moonlight.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, that's
Taking
it.
Moonlight.
It's a very solid
Rightfully won. I love La La Land. Rightfully won.
Mm-hmm.
Truly amazing storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
But for the second pick,
Where is Moonlight slotting in your starting rotation?
listen, I just did a fantasy draft not too long ago. I got my Justin Jefferson. Somehow came back around. I would say that's my Saquon Barkley. Like I got
Yeah.
two money makers right here.
Yeah.
Now I got to get my QB. I don't know who I would like though. And you know what? Maybe I'm reaching because I think you guys know where I'm leaning. I will take Shape of Water.
Oh wow,
Oh,
Shape of Water.
Oh, I was not expecting that, but
I
okay.
was not
Listen,
expecting Shape
GDT,
of Water, but I do.
Well
Yeah.
deserved. I
I
love.
do know you as a GDT fan, so
Mhm. That's Guillermo del Toro for those who didn't pick up on that.
I mean when you pick up Shape of Water, I mean you get Guillermo coming in as your coach. That's hard to beat.
Exactly. I just it's you. Once again, it's just like it's a woman falling in love with like this fish man,
Mm-hmm.
and you're
How
like
could you
rooting
not like
for it.
Yeah, I have not seen that movie, so
It's something.
I'm not gonna sit here and say watch it when I haven't seen your first pick. I famously have not seen your.
watch it.
You gotta watch this movie, but I refuse to watch yours. All right, Aaron, you're back on the clock.
I am back on the clock, and I'm sitting here looking at my bruisers down low,
Your
and
big
I
board.
need someone who's gonna give a little bit of spice, a little bit of artistry, if you will. But I'm not gonna go with the obvious pick here, being in the title. I'm gonna go with a pick who really kind of proved themselves early in the game, and this might be a little bit of a reach, but I really like it. I'm gonna go with A Beautiful Mind. That's my third pick.
Okay, the oldie in the group.
not
Yes.
bad.
You saw that senior, spent 4 years in college, and you said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That's my point guard.
Well, look, all right. He might be a little bit crazy sometimes, but he makes good moves. He's got the mind for it. He got the creativity. He's going to be able to feed it down low to my two big guys. Look, he's a good pick. He's got stuff going for him, and I don't have to worry about his later in life stuff because that's after he retires. But no, in all seriousness, Russell Crowe is one of the best performances I've ever seen from Russell Crowe. It's just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he was nominated in a Best Picture winner 2 years in a row is crazy.
Sam, do you have any judgment against this one beating
No.
out Fellowship?
For what?
For beating out Fellowship for the Best Picture from 2001.
I mean,
Don't care.
yeah.
I don't care.
We got our one ring.
Screw 'em. They gave it to Return.
All right. So Connor, you got your football lineup. Aaron, you got your basketball lineup.
We're doing all
leaning,
different sports.
Yeah, I'm
We are
leaning.
doing all different
Yeah,
sports.
I'm leaning more towards a good 5-stack RPG MMO
Your
style.
Val lineup.
I like it.
My Overwatch 2 lineup. So you got Return of the King, the solid tank in there, just holding the foundation down. You
Yeah.
got 12 Years a Slave, a great support. I need a movie that can deal some damage. So I got to go with the military movie of The Hurt Locker.
It's a good pick.
Anthony Mackie, Jeremy Renner.
It's a good pick. I don't know if it's just because I didn't watch a ton of these movies like growing up, but I did not realize that Hurt Locker, like the amount of star power in Hurt Locker.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Renner and Mackie that's a solid duo right there. It also doesn't help that I always confuse this one in my mind with Black Hawk Down, and I seriously despise Black Hawk Down. So
Why?
I don't understand why.
I watched it in school and I didn't like it in school, and I just have this like this deep-seated hatred for it now. I also just really find it very like fun.
It has Ewan
Yeah, it's
McGregor in it though.
It does have Ewan McGregor in it, and that was very nice. But doesn't he get like incapacitated like immediately?
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter.
This is another
It's
one
like,
where I think I bought it on iTunes and I watched it once and I just don't remember it. Like I remember
a lot of
watching
movies
it.
on iTunes.
Yeah, dude, I got in trouble for it. Well, it's not my money. let me put it like that.
Connor, stop buying movies on you weirdo. Stop buying movies.
Pick better movies.
He's just sitting there with like just like the worst rated movies. He's got like Jack and Jill on his iTunes. Like, this movie's so good.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Sam, back to you.
Ah, boy. Yeah. So I got my good tank. I got my one support and my one DPS. Let's see. I think I'll throw in another damage hitting, and I'll go with Birdman.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Ooh, Birdman.
I remember watching the Oscars during this year, and I'm like, I've never heard of this movie before. I wasn't really too big into like movies back then, but I think that next week I watched it, and I'm like, holy shit, what a movie!
Mm-hmm. That's a good pick. I mean, Michael Keaton is just
Good. Quite good at his job.
I didn't realize Andrea Riseborough was in that movie
My girl.
as well. And then obviously Alejandro Inarritu or Iñárritu. Was this before or after Revenant?
After. Or before, sorry.
Before, I think, yeah.
Yeah, because this was
Revenant
2014.
Yeah,
Let's see, when was Revenant?
2015.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh wow! So he followed up a Best Picture winner with the movie that got Leo his Oscar finally.
Mhm.
That's pretty tough stuff to beat. All right, it's my turn now.
It's back to Aaron.
I have a feeling
All
what
right,
you're gonna pick.
I can't believe it's fallen this far.
I was hoping you're not going to bring it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how it fell this far.
Crash.
Crash. I'm going Crash. No, I'm going with Green Book. No. No, honestly, it might be the most recent one on the list. But I mean, come on. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. Literally swept everything everywhere at the Oscars. And it makes you laugh, it makes you cry. It's got great action, it's got great drama, it's got great everything. This is my 5-tool, if we're talking baseball, do-it-all player that's going to slide right into my small forward slot, who's going to be able to do it all from the wing. I mean, it's just a perfect pick.
Overrated.
Overrated?
Oof.
Whoa.
He's saying this to Jason Tatum.
Wow.
Not that you're getting Tatum in the fourth, but
Oh. Pfft.
if
In a 3-person draft,
you
might,
still probably get him
actually.
in the second, if we're being completely honest.
but yeah, I mean, I just couldn't not take it. How can you not take Everything Everywhere All at Once? Plus, I mean, Michelle Yeoh and Ke Huy Quan. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
It's got a great feel-good story, too. Great comeback story.
It's
So I'm
great
already
movie.
locked in for Comeback Player of the Year.
Great movie about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I'm trying to stall as I think about how I want to handle this. Okay, because this is
Yeah, right.
picks 4 and 5 for me.
Yeah, this is gonna round out
This
your
is
your
4 and
lineup
5
right
for you.
here.
So
I'm hoping you don't pick mine.
We're taking Argo with our 4th pick.
Son of a bitch.
And there goes Sam's pick.
I needed
Ben
something.
Affleck, baby.
Ben Affleck,
Argo.
little political thriller. You know,
I don't know. Did I meet I forget
I met Ben Affleck.
the person. I don't know if no, I did not meet them, but I was watching something. The wife of the person who wrote the book that Argo is based on,
Mhm.
which in turn was an autobiography based on the real life operation that this guy did. And so listening to them talk about it like firsthand, so cool. So I will always have a soft spot for Argo.
I think with my last pick, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna put my arms down so you don't see the pit stains.
Nice.
It's been a long, hot day. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. How it emotionally captures people. Nomadland
Yep, that's a good one.
from 2020.
Nomadland. I mean, Frances McDormand, man. She honestly might be one of my favorite actresses working today. She's incredible.
She really is. I like a 5th spot. You know, my fantasy draft. I got my star wide receiver, running back. You know, maybe I've reached a bit on a quarterback. I'm fine with that. Solid RB2, solid RB2 or running back. Jesus Christ, wide receiver 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with this draft as I walk away from it.
I think that's. I mean, you got a good lineup right there. I mean, you got real star power.
Oh yeah,
Top half of that lineup. Plus, also, I mean, you got Frances McDormand, who literally 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, is one of my favorite movies of all time. So, I almost took it, but I didn't. And that's because my next pick, if we're looking at my lineup here, we've got 2 bruisers down low, we've got a center, we've got a power forward, we got the dynamic duo there. We've got a point guard who's shifty, creative, can do a lot with the ball, can do a lot with passing, take a couple shots when he needs to, and he's smart. That's the key. We got the do-it-all. Small forward. Play on the wing. He can shoot. He can pass. He can drive. Do a little bit of everything. All I need is an underdog to round out my starting lineup. And what better place to get an underdog than with the literal underdog story, Slumdog Millionaire. The guy who can shoot a shot and shoot the ball real well. I mean, he's got to round out the starting lineup. Plus Dev Patel, which if you listen to our last episode,
great
Dev
actor.
Patel was in my he's a great actor, and he was in my recast of 12 Angry Men. So it works out.
I was gonna cast Frances McDormand as our racist old person, just because she kind of has that face to her, but I refuse to.
That is so bad. Oh my god! Wow, I'm looking at my lineup. I'm real happy with it.
I don't like that. Sam, round us out, baby.
Yeah, well, see how the previous pick was still my last pick. I do have a backup, another support that's good on, I'm gonna do the King's Speech.
I like it.
It was a solid 5th pick. You always have to have a bottom frag on the team, and I think that's the one. But
that's me.
That's the one. But hey, look, if it's on a championship contender, I mean, he's still gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Listen, sometimes you guys got to carry, and
Yeah.
it's just part of the team
And besides,
dynamic.
he's the spark plug. He'll be able to come in.
He's the personality hire. You know?
Yep.
But he's not putting up any stats. But you guys are having a nice little laugh. Maybe he says something funny along the way.
So looking back at the ones we didn't pick, Green Book, obviously, Crash, obviously. I'm surprised no one took $1 Million Baby.
I was gonna say, do you have a quick undrafted free agent period? But no, we're not treating it that much like a draft.
And then The Artist, no one wanted the international kid. But what I do want, and I'm going to spring this on you guys now as like a little bonus, I want you to pick a 6-man. We're each going to get one 6-man pick, but there is free reign on every Best Picture winner.
Every Best Picture winner?
Every single one. Free reign.
Oh,
So
fuck.
you got to make your 6-man count.
Oh, God.
Because you got free reign on any single one that's been that's ever won.
Oh, I got mine.
And so I think we should we bring this back to
Well,
and
technically,
I'm also
it'd
gonna
be
limit
Sam's
it. I'm
second
gonna
pick.
limit it to one per franchise. Just putting that out there.
I wonder what
So
you
make your
talk.
pick wisely.
Wait, what do you mean,
Fargo.
one per franchise?
So if there's multiple Best Actor winners in one franchise, you can only choose one of those in the franchise.
Basically, you can't. Like
You can't take Godfather 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh, got it. So you can only choose one. Yeah.
You can choose one,
yeah,
and you get that.
and none of us can touch the other one.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think we should roll to see who gets the first pick here, just to make it fair.
All right, Aaron,
Um,
we're gonna go since you're on top. You're number 1.
Okay.
I'm number 2. Sam's number 3.
And let's see it. All right. Let's see. Now let's take a look at this list here. There's a lot of movies to choose from.
Sam, you got next pick, just by the way.
Okay.
We're not going in any sort of order for this. I just re-rolled again and win 3.
So I could do the obvious pick, but I don't know if I want to just be that like basic.
Just do it, dude. You want your
be
6 man
basic.
of the year to be able
Be
to
basic.
like step
All right.
in.
I'll do Godfather. I'll do the Godfather.
I haven't seen
Basic.
it.
I mean, I'm
So
not.
basic.
Yeah, I know
Such-
you haven't seen it. It's ridiculous. Also rated a 9.2 on IMDb, which is just absolutely insane for IMDb ratings. To put that in perspective, the highest rated movie out of since in the 21st century. Well, actually, Return of the King is a 9. I'll give it that. But the next highest one, I believe, is just an 8.2. Or no, 8.5 for The Departed. But most of them are like high 7s, low 8s.
8.5 for Parasite too.
8.5 for Parasite. So like having like a 9.2 is just unheard
What's
of.
Shawshank? Isn't Shawshank like 9 point something too?
I don't know, but it wasn't a Best Picture winner, so don't matter.
Don't matter.
Who won that year? Wasn't it like Shakespeare in Love or some stupid thing like that?
94.
Oh, 94. Oh, Forrest Gump won. Objectively a worse movie.
Yeah,
Like we love it, but let's 9.3.
9.3. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand how Shawshank did not win.
So you cannot choose it. But Sam, it is your pick.
Yes,
So,
I have my pick. And
pick is
Swear to
in.
God.
ba-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, dun.
The
this is
Sam
arguably
Majewski select.
This is the best World War II movie, and I'm taking Schindler's List.
Fuck! Damn it!
Sam's pick. Connor's pick again.
You know what? You sniped me. Aaron sniped me. I don't think I sniped Aaron, but I sniped you. It's fine.
No, you did snipe me. You sniped me with. Oh no, you did. Oh no.
Actually, no. Yeah, because you sniped me with No Country
Yeah.
and
I s-
everything.
Yeah, and I sniped Aaron with 12 years, and
I actually,
sniped you
I
with
was
Schindler's.
hoping that. Technically, you sniped me on Parasite, even though it was the first pick, because I did not expect you to take Parasite with the first pick.
What did you
That
think I
would've
was
been
gonna
mine.
pick?
I don't know, but I wasn't expecting Parasite first.
I knew you were. Yeah, I knew you were gonna pick Parasite.
Yeah, I love Parasite. Remember,
Yeah, well-
remember? I think it was our hot take episode, or like our first. Maybe it was like our embarrassing movies we haven't seen, and I said
Mhm.
Parasite was number 1 because I tell people I've seen it all the time, and then I finally did see it, and I was like, why didn't I see this sooner?
Are you just stalling me again,
Just
Connor?
blown away.
No, I know which one I'm gonna pick. I was just waiting for it to roll over. I'm taking Casablanca.
Oh, going
solid.
real old.
Solid pick. You know, it was between
Yeah.
Schindler's and Gone with the Wind for me.
Mm.
It's a good one. See, for me, it was between Casablanca or Silence of the Lambs.
I
yeah.
was expecting Silence of the Lambs out of you.
Yeah, honestly, I already wrote the name down, but I felt like I just needed a real bopper for my sixth man.
That is a bopper. So Casablanca, that really helps you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good pick. Casablanca. Notable ones that we missed out on: Silence of the Lambs, Unforgiven, great movie. If I had another pick, it would have been Unforgiven, easily. Braveheart, Titanic,
Gladiator,
Platoon.
Sam, I was hoping you would take Braveheart.
So it was between Schindler's, Braveheart, and Gladiator, but I just recently watched Schindler's, so I think I was a little biased there.
I'm surprised you didn't go One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Connor.
Yeah, that was another one in consideration, but I'm going to be honest with you. I am on USA Today's list of Best Picture winners. Did not scroll down that far. They had The Godfather 1, Casablanca 2, Silence of the Lambs 8. And that's pretty much where I drew the line. I was like, okay. And,
one of these.
And they had Schindler's List 3. So I figured we're going 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Also, no one went Rocky.
Yeah, nah.
Which is kind of surprising.
I don't like Rocky that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Rocky.
Sound of Music was also up for as an option.
Yep.
The original West Side Story, Lawrence of Arabia, Ben-Hur, The Bridge on the River Kwai. It's just too many.
Every dad's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Actually, funny you say that. My dad actually showed me that movie.
Yep. You sure? Dads in war movies just.
Oh man, my dad. I love my dad, and he has some good movie picks, but also he will stay up and he's like, sometimes I just go on these random streaming services and just pick a movie and watch them, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're foreign. I don't know.
Well, did I tell you about the time? Not even the time. It was just maybe like a week or 2 week period of my life where my dad was obsessed with Kevin James's "Here Comes the Boom."
You have talked about this.
Yeah, and we watched that movie like once a night for like a week or two. So
it's like, oh man, have you seen this movie? It's about wrestling, but it's funny.
It's Kevin James. He's from Grown Ups. No, like my dad's in the same boat. I'll look at movies that he has like on DVD, and I'm like, damn, this is a deep cut. And then there's always the "Here Comes the Boom."
Yeah, I do the same thing. Like, I look at my dad's movie collection, and he's got like Full Metal Jackets in there, and like Sideways, which if you haven't seen Sideways, is a great film, early 2000s Paul Giamatti film. It's like deep cuts, and then also he's got like some of the worst movies I've ever seen in there. So it's like, well, like, one of the ones is the Leo DiCaprio, one of the early ones, the Man in the Iron Mask.
Mm-hmm.
He has that in his DVD collection. I'm like, how do you know this? This is like deep cut Leo.
Yeah, it's like before you're supposed to know he's Leo.
Yeah, but he has it in his collection, so I'd have to go back and look at his collection because he's got some good stuff in there and some real stinkers, but that's okay.
We love him.
Yes, all the same. All right.
Do we want to just hit a quick recap of our picks?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go over my lineup. We can each go over our lineup. So I had The Departed, No Country for Old Men, A Beautiful Mind, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Slumdog Millionaire, and as my sixth man,
coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench. I think he might slot into my starting lineup somewhere in there.
Oh no! Beautiful Mind twisted his ankle. He's gonna have to sub out. Oh well, here comes Marlon Brando.
Here comes the real shooter.
Oh, don't ever say that again. My list.
It's funny because that's
That's why I said it.
It's a crime movie.
It's a crime movie. There's a lot of shooting.
Parasite, number 1, followed by Moonlight, Shape of Water, Argo, and Nomadland, with Casablanca pulling up off the bench.
He was looking at you, kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and for mine, I have Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, 12 Years a Slave, The Hurt Locker, Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. The King's Speech, and coming off the bench, Schindler's List.
Without context, that is hilarious that these 3 movies
They're coming off the bench.
were undrafted free agents.
Yep. Oh boy. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I loved, honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I thought this was a lot of fun. So
Mhm.
I want to do more of these. Sneak preview maybe coming up. Maybe the next episode we'll do like best actors and actresses winners.
Perhaps.
Perhaps we'll see. You never know. We'll see what
We
happens.
like to keep you guys on your toes as well.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot more, and we got 48 minutes out of it. So
Content.
but yeah, so if you like this episode, leave us a rating, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. It helps us out a lot, really. It's we work hard on this and everything that we do, so it helps us out. To know that people are enjoying it. You can visit our website at filmboxreviews.com. We post movie reviews there quite frequently. Let's see. I want to thank Josh Woodward for our amazing theme music. It's great. We love it. We love him. He doesn't listen to this, but it's okay.
We appreciate
Yeah,
him
that's fine.
anyway.
Absolutely. You can go follow us on socials on X/Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that fun stuff. That's all linked in the description. Follow us on Letterboxd, because we each have a Letterboxd, and we post about movies that we've seen. So if you want to keep up with it and you don't listen to our episode, or like we don't talk about it like we did today, then yeah, you can keep up with what we're watching. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you for listening to the Filmbox Podcast. We will see you next time.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday.
Running away, don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode and everything is okay. I just wanna play, unplug for the day.